going on, everybody? No Refunds podcast. I am Team Tommy, aka Mr. Pickles, aka the Cinder Black Man. To my far left, we got
Just Boy Too Nice. We don't got all those today.
and we got a special guest with us in the middle, sitting here, Mr. Ray. Don't call me Charles. What's going on, man?
Yo, what's good, yo? OG in the building.
That's what's up. 10 years. 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Mad years ago.
Word.
Like I said, with the No Refunds podcast, make sure you guys are listening to us on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Spotify. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/Boy2NiceTV and leave a thumbs up on the videos. Thank you so much. All right. We got business cards, too. You got one right there. You got one right there. Hold them up to the camera. I forgot to bring a third one.
I'm gonna scan it and drop it into the video. Fuck all that.
As I like to start every week. You had something interesting happen to you, I guess, this week. We'll start with our guest, though. Mr. Ray, what's been going on with your life since the last time we seen you?
Last time I seen y'all was like 10 years ago.
It's been like that. You don't gotta. You trying to say we old? You don't gotta say it like that, man.
Black
you
don't crack.
just say it's been a minute.
Exactly the same.
You just say it's been a minute.
The dreads coming through real nice.
People still ask me if I'm about to graduate and whatnot. I'm like, what?
Nobody asked you that time.
No, they asked me when
nobody asked you.
They asked me when I'm at work. They were like, "Oh, you're still in school, right?"
That's mad funny.
No,
yo,
I graduated college 4 years ago. So imagine high school, how long ago that was.
Yeah.
Anything interesting been going on with your life, man?
Just working, man. Just working.
What you doing now?
So I do creative content for a university, Rutgers University.
Okay.
A graduate school. So basically, I take photography, pictures, live streaming, video content, like all stuff like that. On the side, I still do photography and like freelance and stuff.
And you're a model.
I'm an IG model when I can. You know.
And we've known you from doing the Keen Radio back in the day. So you kind of, this is kind of your thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You kind of used to all of this.
Used to the,
all the entertainment.
You comfortable in front of the microphone.
Welcome to WKJ.
Yes.
That's you in my drops and stuff. My name was like DJ Romance. That was my I was like the late night. Like,
slow it down.
Ladies, slow it down for the ladies. So light some candles on you real fast.
A little R&B voice. All right.
Play some Drake, you know.
Word. The girls love Drake. Back in 07, 08, 09, all of that, all the O's.
Old Drake.
Drake play all the Drake.
Loving the crew.
Marvin's Room.
Marvin's Room.
All right, so Malcolm, what's been going on with your life
this week, man?
Just this week.
Just this week, because we talk about every week. So my son turned 3 this week. I had a little birthday party.
Iverson.
You know what I'm saying?
Terrible. Was it too terrible or not?
Oh yeah. Oh, so many times I wanted to punch him like.
That's your son though.
It don't matter. That's what make it worse because I understand you act like how I probably acted when I was 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I was pissing people off too. They wanted to beat my ass. I got my ass beat a lot when I was a kid. But I'd be like, oof, I just want to take him outside. You know what I'm saying? Throw these paws on him. But you know what I'm saying? I don't. You don't need to call. You don't need to call Child Protective Services. I'm out here. Yeah.
I'm out here.
I'm out here being not beating my kid.
Responsible.
Right.
I mean, that's how you prevent criminals from happening.
Yeah. What happened?
That's how you prevent criminals from happening.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta have the missus put the paws on him.
Yeah, but you can't beat him up. You gotta spank him.
That's correct.
Even if
pop
you
on
do,
or something.
you can't say it with the camera on.
Correct.
We don't.
I mean, listen, yo, I pop my son, all right? I don't beat him. I'm not gonna grab a belt. I'm not gonna grab a switch. I'm not doing none of that. But little nigga, I pop him or something like that because sometimes they need it, bro. Sometimes they need it because they try you because when they they smart. Back. They know. My son talk a lot. He run his mouth. He talk back. He try to manipulate too. So a lot of times,
I wonder who we get that from.
I listen. I don't know. This is mother side. We wholesome over here on my side, but his he be trying to manipulate and try to reason with you and give you ultimatum. No, you're gonna do what I told you to do.
Listen.
No, if you give me a cookie now, I promise I'll take a bath. No, you're taking a bath now. So no.
Yo, but they say the way you talk to your kid may cause post-traumatic stress. Or the way that you raise your child.
Yeah, if you belittle your kid, I don't belittle him at all. So there's a lot of people that I see. It's usually it's usually mothers that be going, you can't going crazy on their kid, but fathers be super hard on their kid too. They be just mad aggressive. So. But I try not to. You know what I'm saying? My fiance is a teacher, so she's very good at teaching him and everything like that. So it's a good balance going on here. He just runs his mouth too much.
So wait, which one of the parents does he go to when the other one tells him no?
He go to both of us, but we both we gotta yo, what you say? You said no? Nah, son. Your mom said no.
Communication is key.
But no, nah, kid.
See, back when I was younger, I used to, if my mom would tell me no, I would always go to my pops.
Yeah.
First of all, my mom would always be the one to tell me no. So
you should go to your pops initially. Why didn't you catch on?
I wasn't smart enough back then.
Damn, mom, why you always do this? Like, come on, say yes once.
You gotta catch my mom in a good mood in order for her to answer the question properly.
Hey, yo, baby, what you said? You told him no. Oh, she said no. Why you still in front of my face right now? Like,
See, they didn't do that.
And that's how this is how slick my son is, because if she tell my son no, he'll wait a couple seconds, then he'll come to me and he'll try to whisper, Daddy, can I have cookie? Like, no, like, you know what I'm saying? And my fiance got like the fucking ears of a bat. Like, she'll hear that shit. I told him no. Hey, like, she told you no, fam. I can't help you. You know, no cookies for you.
You know, if you say yes, it's over for you.
Because I'll tell him yes just so he can stop bothering me. Like, yo, because he'll be mad annoying on purpose. Like, he's trying to hang off my arms. Like, I'm not a monkey bar. Get the fuck out of here. So,
no.
Don't you give him
a cookie? I told him no.
I mean, what's been happening with me this week? We got business cards this week. I've been ordering a lot of stuff. Still been celebrating my birthday by giving myself gifts. I bought myself a wrestling title. It came in the mail yesterday.
A wrestling title?
I gave myself a wrestling belt. It might be. I'm not bringing that thing out of the house.
But
never mind.
You wrestle though?
No, I don't wrestle. But I watch wrestling and I go to wrestling shows. So
did you customize it?
It sounds like the Best Buy story again. With wrestling.
You'll see me in a few years. You'll see me in a few years coming off the top rope.
No, he would be an announcer. Coming in at I'm gonna do 237 pounds.
Do one move and retire. I bought a belt. Hopefully, I'm going to WrestleMania this year, which is in
Philly.
No,
DC, right?
No, New York. Well, Jersey, the Giant Stadium.
Well, Meadowlands.
Yes, thank you. MetLife Stadium. They're having it there this year. I mean, tickets are expensive as heck.
More than that?
They're way more than 100. Yes.
But you're going
for like nosebleeds or for just like
they're way more than 100 for nosebleeds. If you so they got this positioning where if you're in front of the camera, because there's one camera that's always on the crowd no matter what's happening. If you get tickets for there, it's like $2,000 for tickets.
That's it.
On camera, yeah, I'm not paying for none of those.
And they always sold out.
I'm gonna be off camera, huh?
And they're always sold out.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely be sold out.
Wow.
No, that's just. I'm sorry, that's just for WrestleMania. That's the ticket prices for WrestleMania.
Gotcha.
If it's just like a regular Monday night, Tuesday night show, it's like $200 maybe for them seats. So I plan on doing that. Still waiting for my jersey to come in the mail that I ordered a week ago. Like I said, well, if y'all saw this episode last week, I was wearing the Dwayne Wade Miami Heat City Edition jerseys, which are the best jerseys in the league right now.
But it was a sticker.
It wasn't I ordered it from Nike.com. $110 for each jersey because I got
he got ripped off.
I got a Ben Simmons one too.
He got the jersey from Wish, from the Wish app.
No, if I got those from Wish, they wouldn't have came in.
They ironed it on
until next year. I was so disappointed. Like the jersey material itself was fire, but the sticker, the patch,
it was ironed on.
Yeah, it looked like it was ironed on. Like,
yeah, man.
I don't want this. I'm not wearing this.
They used to kill you. Like back in when you was in middle school, high school.
If
you had the sticker.
Oh my man, you had the swing. Yeah, you had the fake one.
Damn.
It wasn't authentic. It was coming for you.
So I ordered a different pair from a stitched, or not from a stitch, from a company where they hand stitched the patches on. Hopefully, I ordered a couple jerseys that I've worn before, and they came out pretty nice. So hopefully, it's legit or it's better than the jerseys that I got now. But other than that, just been me still celebrating my birthday, buying things that I don't need, saving up hopefully. For next year.
Saving up for WrestleMania. That's what he's doing.
Look, I gotta pay for a lot of things, man. Because I don't have to be responsible. I don't have like a home or a rent to pay for. I have a home. I don't have to pay rent or anything. So I can pay. So I can spend.
You do what you want.
Money.
That's the life.
Black Friday was like Rex.
Exactly.
Nah, he worked. You remember where he worked at. So Black Friday for him was work.
My family
discount
on Thanksgiving. My family got to do the tradition dinner of watching me leave and go to work. So that was fun.
Bye guys. Oh yeah. See you later.
See you guys later.
Hey, save me a plate. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know. I think I told the story last week. I got back home that night and there was no food left out.
Dang.
They took all the ham. More importantly, I was like, geez, I don't want this dry turkey. I don't know why people still make turkey for Thanksgiving unless it's fried.
Because it's traditional, man.
Nah, It's some traditions that need to be bucked, and
Listen, I've had some good turkey. I've had some good turkey, so I'm not.
Dark meat is always the best meat.
I've had more bad turkey than I've had great turkey.
Yeah, for sure, it's dry, but you always gotta freak a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They be having the extra yam juice. Got dip a little turkey in that. Though.
Damn. You dip it in the yam juice?
Cause you put them next to each other on the plate, and that yam just be getting in there. So
it's a science to it.
Yeah, I just scoop a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's not dry no more.
Yam sauce.
And you know what's funny? You ever had the honey smoked turkey or honey whatever, any type of thing where they have honey on it? I used to think that was disgusting. Why would you put honey on meat? But after that whole yam thing, I understand now. I get it. It's delicious.
I get it.
I get it.
Yeah, you gotta get honey wings from the chickens from a Chinese restaurant or a Chinese takeout spot. They'll give me the honey.
Oh,
wings.
you like the fresh cat?
Yeah.
Fresh cat.
The fresh cat.
Oh, but no, it's different. The wings are legit. It's everything else.
Everything else
is
might be something else, but
I think I'm off of them in general. I'm never gonna I've seen this video.
Are y'all y'all vegans now?
No, I don't eat Chinese food. I don't eat Chinese food no more because they.
Oh, since college.
They cook, I want to say.
Star?
Yeah, China Star was a spot.
It was.
They be on time.
Snow?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Rain, sleet, snow.
They was on time on that same bicycle.
I remember this one time. We had ordered Chinese food, and homie was leaving, right? And I was just peeking out the window because everybody used to fuck with him. Somebody hit him with a snowball on the side of his face. Yo, he ain't stopped. He ain't look. He just kept going faster than nah.
I gotta get out of here.
I hate these kids.
Dealing with children.
I hate kids.
You remember the big snowball fight? And when he
we had some. Our winters in Keene was lit.
You wasn't catching me out there. I'm small.
I'm in the window though.
They made a big snow dick in the middle of the quad.
Yes, I remember that.
They did a lot of stupid shit.
And girls were taking pictures in front of that.
They were hugging it y'all just nasty.
Y'all different.
Nasty. This is
most of those girls wiped up now. So
wiped up and got kids.
Pregnant. A lot of them pregnant. They all pregnant.
They keep them stories to themselves.
Every single one of them is pregnant right now.
Oh, perfect. Speaking of people keeping things to themselves, we can jump into the first topic on this. Kareem Hunt, running back from the Kansas City Chiefs, who I think are somewhere near first place in NFL. He got released by the team after a video surfaced of him brutally assaulting a woman at a hotel or in a hotel party or at a hotel party. So
I don't like the term brutally assault. Yes, he assaulted her, but it wasn't brutal.
Right.
But what about the? All right, wait. What?
Did you
what
see
happened?
the video?
Nah. What happened? Break it down first.
So the videos, at least the parts that I seen, the only violent actions in the video was he shoved the girl back, and then he shoved the girl back and then he kicked her while she was on the ground.
Okay.
That's just two separate instances. Yeah, you didn't. You showed the part that you showed me was it was
the only part when I didn't see.
I was about to say what are they doing in the elevator that hit?
So
is it similar or is it different?
It's not. No, that's different.
That's what
when they reported
hook.
that video or when they reported the Kareem Hunt video, I was thinking to myself it was going to be as bad as the Ray Rice video, and not to make light of the situation, but it wasn't as deep as they tried to portray it.
We'll say this though, for one, putting your hands on women is wrong in general.
Correct.
Absolutely wrong. But I'm also of the mind that please do not get in men face women. Y'all do not know what these men. Too. Yeah, she definitely swung on him. But y'all women need to stop doing that. You're provoking the guy because you know what's gonna happen, and especially when you're a celebrity or athlete, you got money. They're always gonna come down on you, no matter what. Yeah. They see you on video, they're coming down on you, and she's getting $1 million. There is no.
As a man, though, it doesn't matter what the situation is. It's always gonna look bad for the man.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh my god.
So as men, we have to always move like Jay-Z in a salon situation.
Yeah. Let him beat you up.
But we have to stiff arm the leg. You know how he blocked her. That's how we.
So it's a few sides to the story. You can watch the video. It's a few sides to the story.
Wait. So who's that guy? There's another guy.
I guess he was in the party. So. I don't know. It was a hotel party, which is why they have surveillance cameras on it. My thing is, I think it was a hotel party. I think allegedly he found out she was underage at the party, so he kicked her out. So after that point, he shoved him, and then he got pushed into the chick. After that point, after you kicked her out of the party, that's when you stay in your room. Stay in your room. Don't come out because otherwise this stuff happens.
But okay, not to cut you off, but
what's up?
I feel like. Somebody clearly you can see somebody's intoxicated,
right?
So that's why they don't. people don't think that way when they're intoxicated. Oh yeah, let me leave the party and go back in. No, I got some more words for you. Like
that's my
you was
thing,
in my
like,
party, so
for Kareem, like if you say like allegedly she was underage and they was having like a hotel party, like you know what goes down at hotel parties.
a lot of things.
She's drunk.
A lot.
She's
Yeah.
definitely drunk.
She's definitely drunk.
And if she's underage,
he's drunk too.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
Yeah.
so it's a few things you can't. That's when he kicked her. It's a few things you can't do. You can't go out. You can't chase after her after you already kick her out. The situation is over after you kick her out.
Yeah.
Secondly, you can't kick her. When they said that he brutally kicked her though, like if you go back to
He didn't brutally kick her.
not to do like an instant replay, but
I'm gonna put the video for everybody who hasn't seen it.
don't put the video
no,
up there
no, nah,
because they might take it down if you put it on YouTube.
but
If you see it on the
It's
ground,
all over
like
YouTube.
the brutal kick, it was more so. It's more so like your siblings kicking each other like while they down. It was like a little shove kick. It wasn't like he kicked her in the like when I saw her on the ground.
It wasn't no Mortal Kombat kick.
Yeah.
It wasn't one of those.
He like tapped her. And
It wasn't a fatality.
but
she fell
still,
over.
it's on video and he
Right.
famous.
That's the thing.
Right.
Yeah,
and he black. It's
Right.
that's
exactly.
things
So
you got against you.
for them saying he brutally assaulted her, no, he did not brutally assault her. Did he put his hands on her when he shouldn't have? Yes, absolutely. So it was wrong for him to do what he did. He should have handled that shit way differently, especially because you're a black man and you're a celebrity or athlete. You know what I'm saying?
In public.
And his like in his digital
and his
age,
cameras, yes,
2018 going into 2019.
And it's like with that footage, it's not even that this is digital age. It is a surveillance tape.
That's what I'm saying. But but nowadays, and everybody's looking for some reason to sue you. I've seen that Will Smith video where he was like, "I'm famous. I love being famous, but I get sued every day, every month, every week.
Things I don't even know I
did. Like,
so
you got me pregnant. Who are you? I never even met you. Like, what are you talking
That's
about?
what I'm saying. Like,
Matter of fact, Drake just beat a case because some woman tried to say that he raped her and got her pregnant, and he just like got mad money off of that. But Drake, Gilbert Arenas is another one. A woman said that he raped her and that he threatened to send pictures.
He's an athlete too, so
he threatened to send naked pictures of her to her son, and he sued her after like everything. He got mad money from her. So,
but in these situations, right, like there's a target on you because you got money, like you said.
They want to come
famous, and you black, so they think you're not smart enough to handle these situations. Will's smart enough because he has all these lawyers around him. These NFL guys is different because how many people's on the NFL team?
50 plus.
Exactly. So, and they're getting kicked around and beat up every single day.
You're designed to be violent.
You're designed to be violent.
Yeah,
you're designed to handle situations like this and off the field.
He tried to clean it up. He did a sit down interview after the video was released. Oh, by the way, this instance happened back in February. So he lied to the team because they knew that there was an instance that happened, but he didn't tell them the full story until the video came out. Allegedly, he said he didn't know about the video until it came out. He did a sit down interview with ESPN. And he was talking about him being raised by his grandmother and his mother, and he should know better and everything like that. The reporter had asked him why he put his hands on her, and he said that there was a disagreement and some words were said. My thing is, if you're going to go through the trouble of having an interview, first of all, don't do it. If you're going to go through the trouble of having an interview, like, give the full story. Don't leave things up in the air.
Yeah, because if she come out with it, then now you gotta come back. Because like what she's gonna say is I'm not gonna say what she could say could be some shit like, oh, he tried to touch me. Like, she could say a whole bunch of shit, and because you weren't very clear the first time,
right,
now you have to come back, and if you have to come back and tell more of the story, now you don't look believable anymore.
Exactly.
Now you look like you might be telling the story.
You gotta do a reset. You gotta reply to what she said.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's the lawyer that he had who told him to not, elaborate, but I think that was a dumb decision.
But
that's why you don't do the interview. If you can't elaborate on anything, then don't go out in public and start talking about it.
That's what I was trying to say before about this digital age. What I mean is, like, obviously everybody has a phone now, but what I also mean is now almost everywhere there's security cameras that we don't see.
Yep.
So we don't really know what's being recorded and what's not. So like you're always a target, famous or not. So like, and everybody's always watching. Now going into like the interview thing, people just don't have good PR skills. Like that's just like all across the board from rap to entertainment, like sports. So he thinks it's helping him by trying to like, okay, I was raised by women, so so I didn't mean to do it, but we seen you did it already, bro. Like we caught you, like you're caught. So like again, people just don't have good enough skills or how to enunciate or how to get their point across in telling their side of the story or even the whole story. Because especially
since he said he just found out that the video came out a day before he did.
It was probably people usually know that this stuff is coming.
Right.
They usually there's usually money attached to it. Oh, you know this story's about to break.
Yeah.
They usually know before it breaks. Usually.
Because there's even a possibility that the people who had the video try to sell it to him. Like,
exactly.
If you give us a couple million,
this will
never
go away. Yeah.
My biggest thing is and we'll end on this. In the interview, the reporter had asked him, when did he find out that the video was out, and he said it wasn't until after the video got released. My thing is, the reporter should have had a follow-up question of, so if that video didn't come out, you were never going to tell the team, or were you ever going to tell the team what happened? Because it seemed like this happened back in February. He didn't tell them about it until after the video came out, like the whole story until after the video came out. So if this video never came out, he would still be a running back on the Kansas City Chiefs, because the NFL doesn't do a job of researching anything when it comes to their players. If they can get away with anything, they will.
That's how they do. But now we're in a different era, the social media era, where things is you can't hide anything anymore. No. Nothing.
So you might as well come out.
And it sucks because when you're a celebrity or athlete, now your entire life you have to put on this facade. Not necessarily a facade, but you have to act as if like you're perfect all the time.
Especially
every time you leave the house, you're in character from the minute you walk out that door, because people's running up to you with cameras. Everybody wants that world star moment. Everybody wants a reason to sue you. And that sounds draining. I could never do that shit. I would never leave the house.
But then, that to me personally, that poses the question, like, that means if I'm in that position, I have to check who's around me. Like, I can't be in ratchet situation. I can't be in a hotel party, like,
with random people
that you don't know.
Yeah,
like some of these dudes. I remember Genuine. He said he had an interview where he's like, "Yeah, I make girls sign a waiver before they come into my hotel room."
There's a lot of celebrities that do that.
Yeah.
They make sure you leave
your
your phone at the door.
Yeah. All these different things.
You can't film nothing.
Like Justin Bieber got caught. Remember with like strippers and like people get caught all the time on all these different levels. So you just have to watch who you're around, as men, as people, like
as a black man especially, because you have to be perfect in the public eye.
Because they want a reason. They just want a reason. They always want a reason.
But it's the NFL. He got released. He'll probably be on the team by next year. Because the situation wasn't as brutal
as they tried to say, but because he's black, they want to attach brutal to it. But if it was a white person, they would say, "Oh, a little small skirmish, like some shit like that." So
altercation.
That's like
some drunk girl attacked him and he defended himself.
Right.
Like it would be like that if it was a white guy. So
speaking of people who have to or had to get rid of the people that were around them. Didn't really work out for him in the end. 6ix9ine, still in jail, still incarcerated. I mean, there's no bright side to anything, because I don't think he's getting out anytime soon. He's facing.
They said his court date isn't until September.
I think like the minimum he can get is September.
He has to be in jail until September.
Because it's a federal case, right?
Yeah.
So they can.
He's going no matter what he does, it's going down. So. I think the minimum that I've heard was him getting 10 years, and 10 years.
The minimum, I thought it was
like
the minimum was 20. I heard maybe I don't know. 10,
either way,
that's a lot. Nobody's gonna
even
know
with
you.
Good behavior, like even if it is like 10 years at the best,
what?
Yeah.
It's different though, because this is a federal case. It's not like you was arrested by the cops. This is different.
Escape it.
Right. So it's like it's crazy because if the feds move on you, they have enough information to book you. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not the police. They're not just gonna, I see you got a warrant, let's book you. No, they're gonna wait. The feds are patient. The feds are patient.
It's like let me build this case up.
Exactly.
We got this.
And they drop a bunch of photos of every time that there was a shooting or altercation. They have photos of, okay, this is Tekashi's manager. Here goes Tekashi in the far left corner. Here goes, you know what I'm saying? So they built this case up for a long time. So. Whether he gets released or not depends on if he snitches or not. So I think there's a good chance that he snitches.
Either way,
even if he do snitch, I still think he's facing time.
But that's how they try to get you though. They said, listen, your maximum, you can do 30 years.
or reduce your sentence.
You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, these are the guys that tried to kill him. Like they were stealing his money, and then after he cut them loose, his manager, his whole team, he cut them loose. They threatened to kill him because they had another snitch in his camp. And that guy,
too wild,
he was wearing wires. The snitch, the other guy in their camp was wearing wires.
Yo, watch, this story gonna be on Law and Order.
This need to be a movie.
Definitely gonna be on Law and
It's
Order.
definitely gonna be
Yo,
on Law and
I'd
Order.
watch this little biopic. This is one incident. Like, this shit sounds funny.
Definitely gonna make it to BET.
But I guess the only bright thing going on in his life right now, which is still not bright. His album got leaked, but they officially released it because it got leaked. Was it Dummy Boy? His album Dummy Boy got released. So I used to joke around. I still do. I joke around to say that Justin Timberlake has the longest albums of all time. Like, you can take a trip to Florida and still be on one half.
Track 3.
Yeah,
Be on Suicide
half of Justin
You still on track 3
albums.
of 2020 experience.
6ix9ine is like the reverse of that. He has an album out right now, and if you go make a sandwich and turn the album on, it'll be done. But by the time you're done
How
making
many
that
songs
sandwich,
is it?
it's, let's see. I just opened up the phone and then I put it down. It's 13 tracks, so it's like a standard album
what it used to
size.
be a standard back then.
13 songs. How long you think the album is, minutes wise? You'd expect like hour 45
No,
minutes.
not anymore.
I'm saying like
Not in this day and
minutes?
age.
It's 35 minutes.
Oh,
But that's
Ain't that
normal.
short.
That's normal nowadays, honestly.
Not for an album.
Yes.
Not for.
The last few albums that I listened to was like normal. It's like when you're dealing with the newer artists, it's all normal. But like when you have your Meek Mills, your Drakes, those are different.
Yeah.
They're gonna give like an hour. You know what I'm saying?
nah,
But
Drake's joint, the double disc. That joint was
Yeah,
really
hour
like
20.
a 2-day album.
hour 20.
Chris
You know what I'm
Brown,
saying?
2
That's two
years.
gym
yo,
trips.
the Chris Brown joint, I still haven't finished that one.
Yo, Chris Brown shit. I think it took me from May to August.
I don't even know. I still don't know all the songs.
And like,
The only like 5 songs, but we don't.
Does it bump? Like, is it a decent album? Like,
okay,
Okay.
6ix9ine
Yeah.
for 35. Yeah, it's if you going to work out and you want to throw an album on real quick, you throw on
No,
6ix9ine.
I mean, but like,
nah.
What?
I'm asking, is it a cohesive? Like, is it
No.
a project that you would run back? Like, you would
No.
go back. I want to hear that new 6ix9ine or
No.
that 6ix9ine.
For me, no. So this is the thing.
Did you hear it,
I
though?
did.
Is he coming, like-
I listen to most of my music in the gym and shit like that. So when I'm listening to 6ix9ine, I'm expecting some rowdy shit. Get me fucking hype. I'm gonna throw this weight through the roof. I'm trying to shot put a weight across the goddamn gym, right? And I'm listening to it. You know, the first song is kind of like that. Then like towards the middle of the shit is a lot of Spanish music. You know, I'm not saying I got anything wrong with that.
He mixed it up.
He sounded real disappointed though.
I mean, I'm lifting weights and I got the Ricky Martin vibe. I don't need Ricky Martin vibe. I'm not trying to bachata and shit like that.
There's a mixture of like sounds on the album.
It's like, not cohesive. It's not at all.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can
There's
tell
a lot of shit going on.
For me, when I was listening to it, it was like I can tell, or you can tell, like somebody told him to mix it up because you can't have the same sound throughout an entire.
But also,
album.
like,
I would tell that person you're a fucking asshole because that first project that he had, little mixtape, with all crazy songs, I love that
New
shit.
York vibe.
I love that shit. But
the
you know,
New
this
York-
whole
But I feel like, didn't he pop? Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he pop over like internationally first?
he popped from being wild. Like
Yeah,
I mean, musically, like he popped like overseas first. Like even
No,
though it was
no.
a dumb, but like
that was he
when
popped
his
here
numbers.
first.
Oh, I thought his numbers did bigger over there. Like,
That might be true, but I guess they probably
Because
still sell
then I
CDs over
I
there.
can see
Everything
that
is
being
always-
a reason. Like, okay, so we're trying to touch this market and Latin America.
No. So nobody knew he was Spanish until like later on. I didn't know what the fuck he was. Honestly,
Mexican.
Yeah,
Spanish is Mexican. It's all the same.
Nah, it ain't more. You gotta like do
Mexican
shit.
from Mexico.
I didn't say he's from
Spanish.
Spain.
You gotta. That's what I'm.
No,
that's
that
what
was
you gotta-
Hispanic.
You gotta
You gotta say
differentiate
Hispanic.
nowadays.
You speak
Everybody-
Spanish. You speak-
Everybody gets offended, so you gotta.
You gotta make sure
You gotta
say it
make
properly.
sure.
Listen, man.
It might come for you.
What he gonna do?
You might get mad.
You were in jail for 30 years, nigga. What you gonna do?
You might get mad rainbows in your comments. Mad unicorns.
Hey, listen, yo. If y'all wanna drop all the rainbows, subscribe to the channel and drop them fucking rainbow comments.
But one track that is on there that's fine. There's a few tracks that's dope, but one that stands out to me, like I guess the best song to me on the album. Kika, he had a lot of short names for his title, but
Weird
Kika
name.
featuring Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
Tory Lanez song is probably his best on the track. That's not one of his singles. That's something I could bump to even when I delete everything else off the album.
That's because Tory Lanez could pretty much carry any song.
Which is wild. I think.
For the most part.
Well,
Yeah.
he can carry other people's songs down. I guess his album was legit too because it's been getting a lot of buzz this year after his release. So I may have to go back and listen to more Tory Lanez's last album.
Pretty decent.
My thing with Tory Lanez though, like still, like I might have said it before. My thing about Tory Lanez is like he to me, he doesn't have his own sound. He has a mixture of other people's sound that you can't pinpoint. Oh, that's a Tory Lanez track right there.
Yeah. But wait, I mean, I don't know if did y'all talk about the beef that the Joyner Lucas?
We were supposed to talk about it, but we forgot last week.
We can or you two can laugh.
No.
I didn't check it out.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I like Tory. It's just weird, like, because I get what you're saying. He doesn't really have a sound, but then when he drops hits, they're hits.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
yeah, they smack like they
like
go
Say
crazy.
It to me was like, yo, I was like,
That changed his career.
That joint was just as a sample. I like sample based songs.
Right.
That joint was crazy as a sample, but then he went real left. Like with some as an album, that first album was like it didn't make no sense. It was like song skit, song skit, song skit. All right, so I'm in a movie or am I trying to listen to the album right now? But then Shooters is crazy.
Yeah.
And then this past album, it's more upbeat. It's more fun. There's not many samples on it.
Right.
But it still it knocks. It knocks in a different type of way. It's like I feel like if I had a convertible, it's something I'd play in a convertible. Like, but I don't have one. Yeah.
With the wavy hair. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Tory Lanez. I got introduced to him. Excuse me. I got introduced to him as a rapper. The first time I've ever heard him, I heard him on this the Cypher. So I'm like, oh, this dude was really good. You know what I'm saying? So this must have been like maybe 8 years ago. So I hear him rapping, and it shit is crazy. Next thing I know, he puts out a mixtape. It's called Chicks Tape, right? Yeah. And so I'm listening to it. I'm like, oh, this nigga sing too, and he don't sound bad. So after that, I was a fan. Like he could really rap and he could sing, and it doesn't sound bad. He doesn't sound bad. I didn't say he sounds amazing.
I wouldn't say he could sing.
Yeah, see,
I didn't say he sounds amazing.
You can hold the melody.
He doesn't sound bad. Is what I'm saying.
You could tell like when he's singing is super.
Who would you rather
altered.
sing to, Young Thug or Tory Lanez?
What?
Who would you rather sing to you, Young Thug or Tory Lanez?
LMA.
That's not what I asked.
LMA.
That's not what I asked.
What
would you rather? Who
ask that question?
Answer the question.
It's a hard
answer the question.
I'm not answering that question.
Answer the question.
Does Young Thug sing?
Young Thug harmonizes all his songs.
Does he sing though?
Kinda. That's like the new age. That's a new
actually,
age
I don't
thing.
listen to Young Thug. I'm a Q100. I'm not like a Young Thug fan.
He harmonizes.
I don't either.
A lot of these niggas harmonize.
So,
that's like the new thing. Like harmonizing.
We jumped off.
Auto-tune.
We jumped off a little bit.
Yeah, we jumped
but,
like mad around.
But Tory Lanez versus Joyner Lucas. You didn't hear it, but you listened to it.
Because I brought that up because you said it. I only brought that up because Tom said. He said Tory doesn't really have a sound, so Joyner is coming at the fact. He's one of the tracks. He's like, "We don't need another Drake. We need you to be yourself." Yeah. I was like, "Oh, okay,
yeah,
bars." So Joyner's like coming straight at Tory. Tory's coming like sideways, so it's not direct hits.
Who you think won?
If it's a confrontation, I'm coming directly at you. Then I'm a win because I'm coming directly at your neck. I like Tory songs. I'm a Tory fan. So
that little skirmish though, who you think won, Joyner or Tory?
Joyner, he went a little bit harder.
Yeah, this is the thing I'll say about
but
that.
Both went, I think it's still going. It's not done. So I don't. Really
I think it's done because Tory Lanez, he's on some. He got mad big headed. No pun intended, because he has a big fucking head. But he was like, "Yo, now I need to push it because I just beat Joyner." I don't think he beat Joyner. This is the thing about the whole situation. I feel like a lot of what Tory was rapping, he was already like pre-recorded shit, or he already written it down. Like he wrote it down like months ago.
Yeah.
Because none of this shit applied to Joyner. Like he had like a few bars that would apply to Joyner,
but they weren't like
just a whole right, and there's like a whole bunch of other shit. Like it sounded good. But it wasn't like you didn't just write this just now for Joyner. You just grabbed some old shit. Joyner, you could tell Joyner sat down and wrote all of this shit directly for you, and that's why I feel like that shit was crazy.
That's like the second time that's happened to Tory. Was that this year?
What?
When
beef or like
when he
subliminally
came at somebody on the track and somebody else fully came at him.
With
blonde hair.
Eric Bellinger. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bellinger came out with Yikes. And
they took
Yikes down. They took Yikes off of Apple Music or off iTunes.
Because I think he was sampling the beat, or he was using.
It probably wasn't clear.
He was using Tory Lanez beat.
Yeah,
but let me just say this.
Tough,
Eric Bellinger cleaned him the fuck up. Eric Bellinger cleaned him up.
See, that beef,
that was crazy.
That beef was like a valid beef.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because he's been using his personal.
Because we know Tory Lanez was stealing shit, and he stole some more shit. Like, nah, I'm taking everything. Your tag, your line, like your little all that shit. So
that's a tag and his like label name or whatever. You can't take that and then I'm not gonna let you get away with that.
That's the second time. So Tory
But
he might make fire hits, but you
I'm
gotta
just not a fan
start
of
something.
Joyner. Like Joyner is like the black Eminem. He's like the way he spits sometimes, and like the way his cadence is like, okay, dog, you're trying to be. I don't know. I can't.
I like Joyner. I like Joyner. He's like probably one of my favorite rappers right now.
It's like listening music to me. It's not like I can't really work out to it that much, I guess.
He's a concept rapper though. Like the way his music is like always a storytelling type of thing.
Like Eminem.
Yeah. So and a lot of his stories be sick. Like he had this song called Happy Birthday, and in the song he's like cursing out this little kid, like going hard, fuck you, like going crazy. And I watched the video before I heard the song.
Yeah.
I think I would recommend anybody before you like if you want to hear that song to watch the video first. And like he's going crazy against his kid, like fuck you, I wish I never knew you, and all this. I'm like, yo, why? And then like towards the end of the song, it's a spoiler, but towards the end of the song, it's like okay, the reason he's going crazy on his kid because it's not his kid. Like it was, he had a girlfriend. He's talking about me and your mother were supposed to be happy, da 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 da. But then come to find out, she cheated on him, and that kid was another man's kid.
It's kind of wild.
Yeah,
okay. But again, he's good at.
I'll probably explain it horrible, but like it was great.
He's great at concepts and like visually presenting himself. Yeah. So he's good at like creating content and putting it.
He can grab attention.
Yeah, like really fast and really good.
But he just don't have he doesn't have a radio hit. No, that's his only issue.
All right, y'all talking about Joyner on that one, right? You said you rock with Tory because of his samples, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else who had a lot of samples on their new album, Meek Mill, had a lot of samples.
Good segue. I like that.
Yeah,
you did that.
Thank you. He was practicing. I've been working on it. Meek Mill had a few samples.
A few.
The intro came on. I was like, Phil.
I was like,
I remember. He brought Phil Collins in. There was another thing on there. The LMA track. He had
that was Beyonce, bro.
Me, Myself, and I, which is probably my favorite Beyonce track.
But the way that joke was chopped up, it was like, what?
Yeah, production wise, Meek Mill's Championships album was fire.
Yeah,
I think the album itself.
First of all, when I heard that
Phil
Collins
whole was fire too.
I was just like, are we in Miami Vice? I don't think I watched Miami Vice but I was just like, who cleared all of who let this go?
Right.
Because usually you can't let none of this stuff go and not
get
in trouble.
And make money off of it.
Yeah. I was like, oh, we just going sample after sample after like, bro.
He also had another John with crap. I forget what song it was, but he sampled something. I don't know if it was "Take Me As I Am" sample, but I don't know if that was from Mary J. Blige's "Take Me As I Am" or if there was like a previous version of it. But yeah, that was on it too. The album as a whole from Meek Mill, I rock with it. Like Meek Mill to me is a better version of what 6ix9ine should have aspired to be, because he can switch up his tempo and he still brings energy on each and every one of his tracks. Agree or disagree?
A better version of 6ix9ine?
I don't like that. I don't like that comparison. That's a wild comparison.
Now they both bring wild energy to their track. Like
I wouldn't say Meek Mill brings wild energy. It's just that he got a loud voice. I wouldn't say there's wild energy though.
Okay.
Like, cause 6ix9ine, fuck everybody, suck my dick. Like that's wild.
No, not off camera, but like I'm not off camera.
No, but that's what he says when he's rapping. Also, like, still, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Meek Mill, this album, I feel like this album was great. This was a great album. I like the fact that it's more mature shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he's put a lot of more mature content into his music now, especially after going through what he's going through.
Yeah, his song with Ross was
and so I like that. I like that he's able to transition well, because you have rappers who like start off talking about drugs and whatever else, and they're not able to transition into more mature shit.
Right.
I think the way Meek transition was fucking great. Like
it took
that's like a Jay-Z type of transition.
It took a hell of a process for him to realize it, or for them to switch up though.
I want to say it was jail time. Like, remember when Wayne went to jail and came out, and it was kind of like, wait, it's the same. Like, I feel like there was no There was not a real progression when Wayne came out, and the music was still good. It just wasn't like elevated. You could tell it's like a growth. It
wasn't a new
one. Like he's a whole new guy now. He has a whole new outlook. So like he's rapping like it's in the music. You can see it.
The beat choices, content, like you said, like are we really free? Like he's really he's really trying to fix prison reform, or trying to attempt to, or just even speak about the system in a sense.
Giving us a lowdown what go on the inside.
Yeah. Then even the love songs, like when he was with Nicki, they were one way. Now you got the one with that 24/7 one. There's another
Fire.
one, Dangerous. Like there's a few on there, and it's the way he's speaking about women is different from like the old Meek or like I just wanna get you to my bedroom house party. Like it's not the same. So he's grown as a person. So.
All right, let's talk about the song specifically. Y'all think Jay was dissing Kanye?
Jay was dissing Kanye?
Nah.
Yeah, on What's Free, or was it called What's Free?
Yeah, it's called What's Free.
Right.
With him.
You think he was dissing Kanye?
Nah, I don't think so. But you think so?
You don't remember the bars?
So the part that I remember from the song was Rick Ross. I don't remember. I remember JT being on track, but I don't remember him like dissing Kanye or anything. Let's see. In the land of the free, where the blacks enslaved 3/5 of a man, I believe is free.
It's like the last couple lines.
He's like, no red hats over here.
Yeah.
I got it. Shout out to my phone for messing up. But
wasn't Kanye?
He's talking about Kanye, but I don't think he's dissing him. He's like, I think he's trying to say, let's not pit. Don't try to pit me against my brother.
Yeah, he cleaned it up. Like he put out he actually tweeted cleaning that shit up. I've never heard Jay had
tweet because he doesn't
to clarify his lyrics before. There we go.
Yeah.
So Jay-Z, he tweeted, the line clearly meant don't pit me against my brothers no matter what our differences are. Red hat. Now go pick up Meek album, blah blah blah, whatever. But but he said my brothers. He didn't say my brother. That's kind of like a don't pit me against black people. Yeah, that's what I took it as. Like he's not, whatever.
Yeah, I can't find it. Also,
you can't find his lyrics?
No, I got the lyrics on there. I just can't see anything about Red Hats or anything. Because Kanye was on 6ix9ine's album twice, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
really.
Talking about people judging him too.
Real quick, after Jay-Z said that, Kanye tweeted back to Jay-Z, kind of like saying that Throne 2 was supposed to be coming out, like trying to signal Throne 2.
I don't know. Y'all think
that's
coming?
I think so.
I think so. He's begging, or you think it's coming?
I don't know. This is the thing, because
are they still rocking with each other like that?
Huh?
Are they still rocking with each other like that?
Kanye tweeted him. I don't know.
Like, he tweet back.
Right? Did he get a response?
Jay's not that guy though. Jay's not gonna at you and tweet you back. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll call you like, "What's up, son?" Like, but
son, chill.
I think that in order for Jay to do it, he would have to see like something change within Kanye, because like right now, what Jay-Z was saying in that lyric was, I'm not supporting what you're trying to do. Like if you're really pushing this red hat thing, then what I'm saying, do that over there. Don't stand next to me and do that. So I think that if Kanye were to change his direction, or just at least
just do it around me.
Yeah, or not just don't do it around him, but like just change direction, because I don't think Jay wants to be attached to that, because his message is totally different. Like he's trying to push black people, you know what I'm saying, and Kanye's was kind of the opposite. So
it's kind of weird to have like friends being on two completely opposite sides of a major issue.
And it's deeper than friends, because they consider themselves brothers. Like so, imagine your brother just like on some other shit. Like, yo, what the fuck is you doing?
Oh yeah, here's a bar right here. No red hat. Don't Michael and Prince me, yay. They separate you when you got Michael and Prince DNA. So basically,
like comparing themselves to Michael and Prince.
Remember, because they tried to pin Michael and Prince against each other.
They tried to make it seem like they always had.
They always had to break it down.
Word, see, out here, because people thought that was like he was out here dissing them. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Jump back to Meek Mill. Any final thoughts? Final thoughts on Meek Mill's
Wait. What about that song with Drake though? Like, see, that's a perfect. To me, that's like
I love that they're back together.
That's thank you. That's the culmination of everything, because I commend Meek Mill for coming back, because after he got dissed by Drake, I thought his career was going to be over, and then he went to jail, and I really thought his career was going to be over.
You know what? I think
he's done.
I think him going to jail was like a rebrand.
He was probably
him going to jail was a rebrand.
It's like absence of mind, and he came back with a new swag.
They always support niggas that go to jail. Like have you realized this? Every time a guy go to jail, free him. Free him. Like Kodak, Gucci, 6ix9ine. Like anytime somebody go to jail, Troy Ave,
Bobby, still Smurder.
Yeah, like it's always supportive. So when they come out, it's nothing but love. Like Boozy. You know what I'm saying? Boozy wasn't the biggest artist in the world before he went to jail.
I mean, not to us, but I think down there.
I was living down south, and Maybe further down south, because I was in like Virginia, but like I think, and was he from Florida or Atlanta or some shit?
Somewhere like that. Yeah.
I think
he's further down than Virginia though.
Right. So like a lot of that shit was big because Wipe Me Down was crazy, but that's all I really knew Boosie for was Wipe Me Down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like when he came out, he became bigger like nationwide. Like he was not just down south shit, but everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I think jail gives people more credibility. And they just you get more love
in the street, not like
like credibility as far as like
not in the real America.
Yeah,
America.
This guy is real. Like they attach that to your character.
I think it's more so like a sympathy thing that
I don't think it's sympathy.
The fans.
I mean, it depends.
From the fans' point of view, they feel sorry for you because you can't.
They don't even be knowing they don't even be knowing the guy most of the time.
Right.
But they say, free him. I like that song.
like
that one song you did. Let me go listen to like other songs.
But like, I don't know if this is off topic or not, but the Bobby situation, right? Mm-hmm. So if you listen to Hot Boy or Hot whatever you want to call it, the entire song, the entire song is a snitch. Yeah. So and then he goes to jail for the snitch. And then
some people you can't feel sorry for when they still
bring
things upon themselves.
Like people are waiting for him to come. Yo, Bobby comes out next year. Or Bobby comes. Like they're waiting for him to come out.
I think the reason why they feel that way is because he did like a solid thing during that whole time. He could have took less time if he would have like not snitched on his boy, but kind of said like I wasn't there, but or something like that. I don't know the full thing, but I do know that what he did was If you're gonna try to give my boy 12 years, no, I'll do half of the 6 or half of the years, and we'll just do 6 together. And that's like the deal that they kind of gave him.
Yeah.
So he willingly took more time so his boy can get less time. And I think that was kind of like, okay, he's a solid dude.
Yeah.
To the streets, and like
the
people that buy into the street situation, and he's a real dude. So that was like the whole situation there.
And to jump back to the Meek thing for my final thoughts, like a big reason or a big thing that kept his name alive while he was in jail was Philly sports teams doing the big, and mainly the Eagles winning the Super Bowl because they played his song was like their anthem.
That was the rotation.
So for them to win that Super Bowl and for him to come home to a championship team, and now the Philadelphia Sixers, I don't know why I said the whole name. While the Sixers doing good now too, it's like it's a lot of positive energy around Philly this year.
Well, he had a lot of people backing him. Like Jay-Z was backing Meek, and if somebody that powerful is backing you, like
correct. But on the NFL stage, it's like a different audience than whatever hip hop can. I mean, Jay-Z is on his own throne, so support from him is big. But when you got all the white folk watching
and turning up
every Sunday, and then the Super Bowl, like everybody and their mama watching the Super Bowl, and you got Meek Mill playing in the background. Or,
that's a song you win to. That's a song you come out to and win to.
Right,
I get
for sure.
It's like a full circle moment.
So it's a big
and
win.
You still get you come back with Drake, and it seems to be love. So
big win on his.
Meek Mill got mad W's right now. Mad L's for like 2 years straight.
He's also a lot of L's. People don't understand, he's signed to Rock Nation. He's signed to Ross and Jay. So like I get why there's a Beyonce sample. I get why there's a backing. I get so you see how like he's making business moves because he's with Jay and Lenny S and all these big name
guys.
These
like
big name
really,
people
really
in the offices. And he was on CNN the other day. It didn't. I don't know if y'all seen that. Like it came out.
Yeah.
He's like people like in the comments. He needs to articulate more, but he's still
telling
his truth. Like he's not a politician.
Right.
That's the thing.
He's
like,
a rapper.
He's from the streets. Like he makes it known. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't glorify it what he's been through, but what he's doing is letting you know that even though I came from this, they still will try to do what they can to set you up. And that's kind of his situation. The cop tried to say that he pulled a gun on him. Yeah. And like he talking about, he was 3 cops there, and he says, "In what situation will can a black man pull a gun on a cop and survive?"
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And he asked the white dude. He was like, if you grew up the way I grew up, seeing people get shot every day, 7 days a week, would you carry a gun? White guy's like, "Yeah, I think I would. I think I would." The white guy had a gun on at that time. Like he had a gun. He had a gun just talking to me. He was on Skype. He's like, I want to shoot the phone. Like, yo, what is going on right now? America's all backwards, bro.
If you saw the interview, the white guy had his hand on his hip the whole time. Like he couldn't wait to shoot that phone.
Wait for you to say something wrong.
Put a bullet in his ass.
Can't wait for this to be over.
Put a bullet in his keyboard.
Crap.
Crazy.
All right. Or
there was one topic that happened earlier in the week, and I forgot this gentleman's name. So give me a minute.
What happened?
All right. Well, since you're looking for something, let's talk about something else that happened. Did you see the highlights from the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight?
I seen him walk out, and I went to sleep. But what happened?
So what happened was it was a draw. Everybody was expecting not Tyson, but everybody was expecting Deontay Wilder to just knock him the fuck out, knock Tyson out. But it was a draw, and it was a really good fight. I think that Deontay would have lost if he wouldn't have knocked down Fury. He knocked Tyson Fury down twice. Deontay Wilder was 40-0, 39 knockouts. Tyson Fury was 27-0. Honestly, it's kind of a great comeback story for Tyson Fury because he hasn't fought in a couple years. He took time off. I don't know if it was forced, but he had a crazy drug addiction. He gained like 100 pounds. He was out of shape, and he was in rehab. He was going through like a whole bunch of shit, and then he said he started going to therapy. He started getting shit back together. He lost 100 pounds. This is the first time he boxed in years, and the best heavyweight boxer that we got right now, he ended up getting a draw with him. So I think that was a great comeback story for Tyson Fury.
That was Tyson.
That was
before.
Right.
You need to post that picture.
Okay, yeah, send me that picture. Post it. So this is what Tyson Fury was looking like before his comeback.
We got an after too.
Before and the after. All right, so
knocked down at least.
Yeah, so this is what he was looking like before, and then here goes the after pick. So yeah, he ended up getting a draw, and it was honestly a great fight.
So
from the highlights, and
I found the topic I wanted to talk about, but to stay on this one, do you think this will hurt Deontay's, I guess, his
legacy?
Yeah, his legacy in the eyes of the public, because he still hasn't lost.
But it's a draw.
But it's a blemish. Yeah, it's a blemish on his record. He's not perfect. He doesn't have a perfect record anymore. In boxing, it's kind of at least if you listen to Floyd Mayweather, he's the best boxer in the world because he's undefeated and because not able to, or nobody could hit him. And to say that, so do you think I don't keep up with boxing anymore? Well, I never really did keep up with boxing, but back when Tyson was fighting, I used to watch it a little bit. Mike Tyson, not this other Tyson.
Yeah, not the white guy. the black Tyson.
That was biting people's ears off. That guy.
That's my Tyson. That's the only Tyson I recognize.
No, you don't eat Tyson chicken?
Yo, I hate you so much. They was fire for the dorm rooms though. The nuggets and everything.
Fire, right? Yeah. Little microwavable joint.
Crap.
Instant chicken.
I don't follow boxing because it's too dependent on other people's opinions on how the fight goes. Like, I don't feel like watching a bout for 12. I don't feel like all this build up or watching all this build up between two people and then them going out there and throwing punches and not hitting people for 12 rounds and then having other judges decide who won.
I think there's a lot of politics involved for sure.
It is
nowadays because sometimes you see
fights where, not even nowadays. It's always been politics.
Well, now it's more obvious though because before it was you can kind of see it, but nowadays I think the last fight you guys probably didn't see it, but the Canelo fight, I forgot who he fought, but the fight it ended. The decision wasn't kind of in favor of who should have won. Like when you're watching that fight, you're watching the highlights, you clearly see the other guy was beating the shit out of this guy, but then they gave it to the other guy. So you see a lot of politics is involved now. So I get that, but I still like to see people fight. So I mean, I don't think it's gonna hinder his career because he's still the champion. He got a draw, so he's still the champion right now. But it might make him go harder now because, this should have never been that close.
It's crazy. Like you told me his record was 40-0, and I was like, that can't be right because he could not have been boxing for that long. But yeah, sure enough, he's
33 years old.
He's 33. Oh,
yeah, Tyson Fury is 30.
Okay.
And he took off mad years. so if he would have never fell off, Tyson Fury probably would have had a similar record to what Deontay got. Maybe, possibly, I don't know, but. I don't know. It was interesting. I like Deontay Wilder because of his stance on a lot of things. Because he's very, very pro-black, and he makes it known every time he gets a chance. Any platform he's on, he makes it known his stance. And recently we saw him going off on a black journalist because the journalist was asking him so what did you mean when you said your people, And you know, in Deontay's face, like, yo, my people, like you're not black too. It's our people. We all was going. It's our ancestors.
Yeah.
So you came from the same shit I came from. So
and you can see like the fire in his eyes. Like,
he take it very serious.
Like what you mean? I'm talking about us. I had to fight my whole life, Harpo.
All my life.
All my life, I had to fight.
That's pretty much that's what it was. Yeah. And I mean, he was speaking facts. It's just. And the emotion,
the aggression that came with it. Yeah.
The aggression it's a weird thing to have aggression like that because some people can watch that.
People don't understand it though.
They don't understand it. And people watch and they go like, "Yo, what's wrong with him?" Like that's the type of black I'm scared of. I'm scared of that.
That's the thing.
But for us, that's like that's the type of black we talking about.
Right. We get it because you know, as black people, we can understand because we see this shit. It affects us directly. Yeah. Like we have situations where it could possibly be us in that situation. Mm-hmm. So as black people, it affects us directly. And we get passionate when we talk about that type of things. But when you see it online, and you have all these white people, these white journalists, and they're writing about the story, these white blogs,
or not even just white people, just any other
people who don't understand.
Yeah, just any other. Yeah.
So and it's like, well, why the fuck is he yelling at this guy? You know, he's just talking blah blah blah. Like it's 400 years ago. Like they try to dismiss it.
Yesterday, bro.
They try to dismiss it, but like we don't understand. Like if I say my grandmother's grandmother was a slave, it doesn't sound like it was. You know what I'm saying? That was that long ago. Yeah. Because literally that's what it was. So,
but let us say something like the Holocaust didn't happen. Or you should get over that.
Right. Then it's oh my God, you're insensitive. But y'all was killing us and raping our people. You know what I'm saying? But it's like they pick and choose what they want to feel sympathy over or what they want to sympathize with. And I think that's the issue now that we face in this country. Like it's always get over it. This happened mad long ago. Because a lot of things happened mad long ago, but it isn't. You don't erase it. And I think that's what they try to do. They try to erase our history by saying, "Oh, you should forgive because religion says to forgive." You know what I'm saying? So that's like that was their kind of thing. Like, "Oh, you should forgive. Just forget about it." No, that's not what's happening. So when we have black people that's going to speak about it and very passionate about it, I'm for it. I love them. Black power.
What I wanted to talk about. There's no smooth transition to this. It's more it's sad and it's also a celebration at the same time. Steven Hillenburg.
Who the fuck is that?
Creator of SpongeBob.
Oh damn.
Was that earlier? That was like Monday. That had to be like Monday.
That had to be like Monday.
Damn.
Stan Lee was last week.
Right. So he passed away earlier this week, last week.
And he was young too. He was like 57.
57. Yeah.
So he created SpongeBob when he was like 37. He created it 20 years ago.
Damn, SpongeBob was 20 years?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we old.
No, I don't remember SpongeBob being around when I was 8.
1998, I think it came out. Yeah, 1998 it came out.
Yeah.
Yep.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
So rest in peace to Steven Hillenburg. And also thank you for giving us SpongeBob, who was probably one of the more iconic
you know what's funny?
Cartoon characters up there with Fred Flintstone.
When you watch SpongeBob nowadays, you see like all the little dirty jokes that they try to sneak in there.
That's everything. A lot of cartoons like back.
Ren and Stimpy. Oh my God.
Ren and Stimpy never came off as like a kid show.
Ren and Stimpy was just dirty. Like that was just how that was.
Like, Rocko's Modern Life did that too, and that didn't. I mean, it was on Nickelodeon, so it came off as a kid show, but it wasn't. Really
but Ren and Stimpy was all the way boogers in the nose, like let's go there.
But I watched it as a kid. That's the thing. Like I watched, and I'm like, yo, why the fuck was I watching that? Like I didn't know none of that stuff. Like I didn't get none of those things until like I'm older and I'm seeing these memes and I'm like, oh, I remember that. I remember that scene. I remember that. That's what that was.
And I even remember Ren and Stimpy like it was a regular cartoon, and then they used to like close up on like something crazy, like somebody's butt or like somebody's face, or like somebody's nose. Like yo, this is wild.
Like okay, since we're talking about cartoons, y'all remember Pepe Le Pew? The little skunk?
Yeah.
He's a rapist. Like, come on, bro. Like
he used to be like
he definitely used to force himself.
He was a rapist. Yeah. He was a rapist and we were just cool with it. Like we just thought it was funny. Like Bugs Bunny was a murderer. Like I seen this little clip and he was like trying to perform, play the piano, but some guy kept coughing. He pulled out a gun and shot him for coughing. Like, what the fuck is you doing?
Why is that still funny?
How you shoot somebody for coughing, bro? Like that's
what's the other dude that was in Bugs though? That dude that was always trying to kill him. What's that guy's name?
Which one? Oh, the Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, Elmer Fudd.
He's a Trump supporter.
Yes.
Elmer Fudd was a Trump supporter.
See the MAGA hat on him.
Yeah.
Imagine somebody just coming to your house with a gun and trying to kill you. Like, that's pretty much what that was.
Walk in your house.
Yeah.
Oh, Trump bunny with flag. Oh my God. Mind blown.
Stay woke, people.
We got it. Yeah.
He was hunting food. He was hunting a rabbit and a duck.
Nah, but if you could talk,
Daffy was black, yo. Daffy was black.
You gotta look at it this way, all right? If you could talk and articulate yourself, you try to defend yourself, and you still trying to kill them.
Oh, you know
what I'm saying? They look at us right like we animals.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So they try to attach us to being animals and try to murder us,
that's
son.
What they think we are right now.
That's not where I wanted this conversation to go.
Mind blown, son. Yo, y'all gotta say growth, bro. Y'all gotta open your minds to this.
I wanted to go way more positive than this. I wanted to.
Hey man,
I wanted to ask y'all.
What
were
or was y'all favorite moment on SpongeBob?
When SpongeBob got beat up by that not SpongeBob, when Patrick got beat up by that villain that he kept asking like, "Oh, is this your wallet?" He goes, "Yeah, it sounds about right." "So this is yours?" Like, "No, I never seen it in my life." And the dude just snapped and beat him the fuck up. Yo, I remember that scene and I was fucking cracking up. I've never like laughed that hard at SpongeBob in my life, but that scene had me cracking up when I was younger.
Now you know it's so this there was the driving school one. The driving school. Can I floor it?
Floor it? No,
Can I floor it yet? Or then the other one, there's a meme like, yo, when SpongeBob went to Newark, and
it was just
and then the other one, we had to make the Krabby Patties, and the dude was hiding the pickles under
his tongue.
That was It's like so many classic things, and the craziest part about that, what's that guy's name again? The creator, what's his name?
Steven Hillenburg.
Steve. So he was a marine biologist.
This was a PH.
Oh,
that's crazy because if you think about what a sponge actually is, like a sponge is just like that, and he's flipped all that around, and just made it what it was.
Yeah,
that's all the way creative.
SpongeBob, like he was just down, he was like scuba diving one day.
And it's like it's weird because his parents were regular underwater sponges, but he was like a household sponge. So how do you like? It's so wild how they made or how he made that character. So I think my two favorite moments. When SpongeBob tried to teach Plankton the definition of fun.
Oh yeah,
the song.
That should be a song on iTunes, bro.
F is for fire, burns down the whole town. U is for uranium, bombs. And when they performed at it was a football performance when they were singing on the middle of the field. Which I have on here, but we can't play it because I'm pretty sure there's so those are my two favorite moments. But there's like a lot of like you said, there's a lot of classic moments when he was carrying a pizza, the Krusty Krab pizza.
Oh, hit them nose, bro. When SpongeBob hit them nose, yo.
Yeah, the Krusty Krab pizza.
SpongeBob have a little soul.
You had when he was trying to sell chocolate to the older lady, and she just kept yelling at him chocolate, and then they chased him towards the end of the episode. You had Doodle Bob, which gave us the best meme that's out right now. It's like so many classic things from SpongeBob. So thank you, Steven Hillenburg, and also rest your soul.
Rest in peace, my guy.
Yeah, man.
We have another topic to talk about. We had another album that dropped too. I don't know when that album dropped though.
Which one?
j.i.d.
j.i.d. It dropped last Friday.
Cause I had you told me about his album, and I was like, I don't want to listen to it. You told me it was like one of the albums of the year. I was like, after listening to it, I was like, I don't see it that way.
Well, I had to say that so you can listen to it.
Yeah, I figured you did. You do a lot of stuff like that. You tell me one thing.
You don't do shit. You gotta know. You gotta listen to this. Like, you gotta listen to it. But I will say this, man. J.I.D. I don't know which one is your name because you say both. He says his name both ways.
Both ways.
Right.
But I don't know what that stands for.
I don't either. But this is my first time listening to his complete project from him.
Oh, really? Okay.
First time. This is.
He has another one that's pretty.
I was super impressed. Man. This guy he has a lot of talent. Like that.
Yeah, I say me listen like as you know I'm like not like the biggest hip hop head, but listening to like his flow and his lyrics, like the beginning, the part of the album that I listened to, it was pretty fire. My one issue, I guess, with it, we talked about Tory Lanez not having a sound.
Yeah, I know what you're going with this.
Jiz's sound is you
like
can
Kendrick.
See, it sounds a lot like Kendrick.
Why? Because it's like
his tone, his voice sounds.
Yeah, like a lot of times, like even when he harmonizes a little bit, like when Kendrick tried to like harmonize a little bit, he sounds just like Kendrick. Right. So that was like my only critique, and there's nothing you can really do about that. Like that's just your voice. You know what I'm saying? So, but like when you listen to him enough, you can separate it. You could like set it to the side.
Right.
But
for
just
me,
for the
like
lyrics,
somebody that's just listening to him for the first
I
time.
get it. But I listened to it a few times. And this kid is fire.
But like them on a track together, I would love to hear that. Like
I don't think I would. I don't know. I'm not sure which one it is. Like
I mean, just for the bars.
For sure.
His double XL freestyle, crazy.
Yeah, that's when I first like saw anything with him. I'm like,
really?
This kid can rap.
He has this other song called Hereditary. It's more of like a melodic soulful joint. The Never Ending Story was his first album, so that was crazy. But that song on there with J. Cole,
J.
Cole just been going.
D's something.
Is it?
Yeah. Got you, fam.
So I just feel like J. Cole needs to be touching every type of beat. Like I just need him on beats like that.
Under J. Cole's?
Yeah,
he signed Dreamville.
Yeah,
he signed in Dreamville, and I see why, because the guy's talented. Earl Sweatshirt dropped an album. I'll have to listen to that. We'll get that. See you guys next. Anyway, so the name of j.i.d's album is called DiCaprio 2. The name of the song with J. Cole is called Off D's, and that song is fire. Also, another person that was like really, I feel like underrated is ASAP Ferg, who was featured on the album, on Jiz's album. ASAP Ferg got bars, man.
You think he's underrated?
Absolutely.
What? Nah.
As ASAP Ferg, every time I see a freestyle online, he kills it. And I'm like, yo, he does not get enough attention.
Yo,
ASAP Ferg is nice.
Yeah.
He's the nicest person ASAP, period.
Yeah.
He's way nicer than ASAP Rocky.
I feel like he probably shouldn't. It's interesting how he came second as opposed to Rocky.
Yeah.
Because if he would have came first, it probably would have been I don't know.
I think it's because ASAP Rocky, like, he stands out as a persona, because he's this fashion guy with long hair, so you're gonna stand out. ASAP Ferg is short, New York, you know what I'm saying? So it's like he don't stand out.
Yeah.
And like nowadays,
but he's more like the rapper's rapper. Like,
he really got bars.
Like what's
and
that?
I didn't know. He dissed everybody in TDE. He dissed Kendrick, Schoolboy Q. I seen his freestyle. I'm like, I did not know about this. I wish it would have been smoke. I would have loved to see a little back and forth between TDE and ASAP.
There would be no smoke.
No, for sure, because it had just been like one person respond. Because it's only like ASAP Ferg.
Now it's a bunch of members on ASAP, but none of them can really rap. Yeah. Like,
well, there's like one of them. There's one of them that can, but he don't never put out music. His name is 12E, but he never puts out music.
He has like one album, 12E.
Does he?
He has like.
I heard like 2 songs from him, and they were both fire.
He has one album.
Okay.
And then I think ASAP and is I mean they rap, but they just don't rap like TDE.
Yeah, like when you hear the whole ASAP Mob album, the collective album, this is, I love it. Like I'm a big fan of that type of shit.
I just feel like they can't stand next to like J-Rock.
No, no, you can't. J-Rock is a veteran. J-Rock is a veteran. Kendrick is a monster. Schoolboy Q is crazy. Absol's mad cerebral. Oh my god, TDE is fucking crazy.
Did y'all hear that?
Even the newest guy, Reason. Yeah. Reason is crazy too. Like Reason is.
His cipher on. I don't know if you've seen this BT cipher.
I didn't see the cipher. No.
He's in there. He was the best one. He flips everything.
Okay, yeah, I gotta watch it.
But I was about to say.
But his album was great. I love his album too. And I think he said he's dropping another album too, like the beginning of the new year. So I'm looking forward to that. I've been waiting for some Kendrick music too. Like
we're gonna be waiting a while. I think.
I think he strategically did not put out music because he didn't want to take shine away from his group.
I mean that makes sense. J-Rock's album is still like.
J-Rock album was tough.
Extremely underrated.
Yes, absolutely.
Do y'all like Trey Songz just dropped?
I didn't listen to the whole thing yet.
He was on the Breakfast Club too.
Yeah.
I think I started listening to one of them. I think he has like a couple.
But he let it be known. He let it be known that it's a mixtape.
Yeah,
because it's not.
I can't do album. It's a project.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's so there's some stuff in between.
You can tell they're throwaway songs. I'll say that they're not bad songs,
but they're not
great songs either. It's just like okay.
I like the song he did with Ty Dolla $ign and Trey Songz though. I mean, Tory Lanez.
Yeah, like no, some of the songs were okay, but as a project, it
wasn't cohesive.
It's like okay,
but
it's cool. Like a playlist.
It fell into like soundtracks. That Creed 2.
Oh my god, I was talking about that.
We talked about it last week.
Yeah, I had to force him to listen to it again because he don't listen to shit. But that shit was crazy.
I was also supposed to see the movie and I just still haven't.
Oh, you didn't see it either? Good, me neither. So we'll get that Creed 2 review next
Eventually.
week. Yeah,
it's going out.
Like so they have the soundtrack when Mike Will made it, and then they also have the music from the movie, and both of them, hard.
Yes, I think Mike Will EP in that that soundtrack was like the best thing ever. Like that shit was great.
You brought Crime Mob. Like what was Crime Mob?
And it gave you Knuck If You Buck vibes. Like I'm like, yo,
it was like Knuck If You Buck Part 2. Like,
yeah, I'm like, this is crazy.
No, it was like it's like the song you play before you about to fight somebody. Like that's
get you hype. Yeah, it's perfect for the ring. Like all right, see.
It's probably the music Kareem Hunt was listening to before he left that hotel room.
Yo,
nut.
That's crazy.
All right.
The reason why I was on my phone for like the past 2 minutes, I was trying to find like a final, topic to go off of. Not like a news thing, just like a fun thing to go off of.
News.
Yeah, I was like people was twerking because Twitter is reckless. If you
following
what
City
no
Girls?
filter like Twitter is wild, huh?
Oh, you follow the City Girls?
No,
I did. I started that little 25. I peeped 25K giveaway.
Yo, one of them in jail. That's why they.
Wow.
Gotta make that money.
See, go back to jail.
Wait, what's she get in trouble for?
Just scammer or some shit.
Yeah, she scammed somebody. That's why they didn't have like.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, cause all girls be scamming nowadays, bro. Like,
you gotta watch out for the.
They leave their cash.
Yeah, you gotta listen to how they talk. If they like got a little, I was telling him, you know what I'm saying, like if they talk a little bit like that, like they scamming. That's all scammer. That's scammer rhetoric. That's scammer dialect.
Nobody got booked me in the.
I don't trust nobody that like can't finish their sentence. First of all, I was and then like wait, those like you making two different points right now. You're a scammer. So the girl's a scammer. The other girl was she even admitted to the one who was not in jail. Even admitted to like scamming, not scamming, but like she says that
she said something crazy on the Breakfast Club. Bro.
Yeah,
I can't even remember. I couldn't fathom. I had to like stop watching because my brain was.
Word. Like, I feel like I got dumber like listening to people like that talk.
Shout out to them because they getting their money, but
Word. And they had a very nice challenge going on. I peeped. I definitely peeped that challenge.
I'm hungry.
All right.
You got any? I can't find anything else to end with other than like a holiday series. Mal, you got anything in the stash to bring up?
I'll be sending you mad topics, yo.
No, I don't want a topic though. I want like we have the questions for the people that we go around asking. Like, I want to end with something fun. I want to talk about a little more topics. We got past that. We talked about everything. We covered everything. Unless somebody died in the last 10 minutes.
I mean, so because we have a guest
so
here,
drastic. Somebody died. Whoa! Wow.
Yeah, we damn sure did be talking about death. Like, all right, well, thanks, guys. I mean,
like, whoa.
Rest in peace, that guy. Oh, hope his family's good.
Yeah.
All right, so because we have a guest, and because like there's a good chance that there's going to be some people who want to know more about our guest, so let's ask.
Who wants to know me?
There's going to be some people. I'm pretty sure. So, so first of all, are you single?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm so single.
That was a little pause, like
because I was debating if I want to let the internet world know or not, like. But I'm just so single.
You may have like a little.
My phone is so dry right now. Damn. It's like the Sahara Desert.
That Thanksgiving turkey
dry. It's dry. It's drier than the turkey we had. Yeah.
Cold Thanksgiving turkey dry.
Made by white people.
The casserole with the casserole on the side.
That shit,
with the raisins.
Yeah, them white people Thanksgiving that turkey. That shit suck up all the moisture in the air. Like you'd be mad parched.
My phone is so dry. I'll be sending out hate like, hey, like next week. No, SpongeBob. 2 weeks later.
2 weeks.
Oh hey, you talking to me?
Back. So like, all right. So do you? Crazy. When's the last time you've been in a relationship?
College.
What? Wait, that relationship that I knew you to be in back then?
There was a situation after that.
Okay. A girl from college?
Yeah.
She went to like same school as all of us.
I'm not gonna shout her out, but cause
obviously it's not, it didn't work out. It didn't work out.
Dude, if we want to talk about like, I just feel like finding.
Damn, so like what? Like six years?
Like a real situation. That's a real one. Like come around the fam situation.
Okay.
But outside of that, I mean, there's been people I like or people I meet, but like
you knocking them down.
Nah, you just don't even be that serious.
I'm not. Listen, when I first met you, man, I've always known you to be mad wholesome. Mad wholesome,
Nothing much has changed.
Okay, one of the smoothest dudes.
He's mad smooth, but he's mad wholesome. Like he was that guy.
Shout out to the followers.
Yeah, he was that guy who was telling girls, "Nah, I don't want to do that with you."
I want to get to like
you get yourself right.
Yo, Bobby Valentino, slow down. I want to get to know you.
Yes, and that's respect. That's nothing but respect, man. Because like most dudes, like the minute they can get a chance to get it, they getting it. Like, you was that nah.
And it's right, like
nah,
keep 100.
You know what I mean?
like I'm the type of person to just really want to get to like what are you about? Like what's your goals?
So you think that's the reason why it's difficult to find somebody because like
some people don't have goals, and then some people
people
it's like a pretty face with no substance. But then some people. Like some girls really still be out here looking for free meals. Like
yes.
Like,
I think this is like the scammer era right now. Like girls just want to come up. They just want to come up, and I've had some of those that kind of got me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, let's hang out. I really miss you. I'm like, oh, word? The fuck? I just met you once.
Like,
what you miss? What do you miss? But it gets your head. You go, you spend money, and they say, oh, bye.
Then you just
so you was hungry.
I thought you missed me. Like, yeah, you said you wanted to cuddle. I gotta work in the morning, bitch. You know what I mean? So
I just wanted some food. I want to go to this one place. I really like their steak.
I think that's the issue because a lot of people aren't wise to the fact that a lot of these girls are doing that. So dudes get like super mad when they get played out by a girl. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta expect it nowadays. Like guys, you should really expect the fact that a lot of girls
you can't avoid it though. Like
a lot of girls aren't gonna be 100.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Used to it, and then you finally getting attention from the person that you want to get
that
attention
you wanted.
From. It's like, I'm in
there. There are guys who'll take what they can get.
Exactly.
Especially if they really like the girl. Like, oh, I just want to, just kick it with her. She'll like me. I want to spend money, and you know what I'm saying.
It's not even like that. I just want to be in your company to see if I like you.
Yeah.
So I don't mind spending the money. If I got it, like if I don't have
I got it,
like my student loans still, they
still
be trying to find me in my student loans.
You got to be cost efficient.
Yeah, but if, like I will spend the money just to spend the time, but you have to be worth more.
Be worth it because
you won't find that out until after you done spent the money.
I mean, yeah,
but it's like
you know not to spend it.
But you're interested enough to decide to want to do that. Like, okay, I think she's cool enough to want to hang out with you.
Yeah, it's not like
you know what I'm saying.
Like I really don't. I just let's keep it 100. Like there are dudes out here that spend zero money on chicks and just be out here, knocking and getting all the good. I'd be like, how?
What's your secret?
That was me. That was me. I used to have girls fly to me and take buses to me and drive to me. And
this guy from Virginia, that's what they do down there.
Freaking guy, man.
Yo, I mean, it's a different time nowadays. Like I was on the both sides of the spectrum. I've spent money and didn't get anything in return or whatever, and I've also had women do more for me. Not spend money on me, but it was like they would travel to come see me, and I was just like, I had the same date. I would take every girl like who wasn't from New Jersey. I would take them to Times Square. Yeah, like I'll listen.
Hey, just walk around because
this is my thing, right? I would take them to Times Square.
So yeah,
I would take them to. I talked about this before, right? I would take them to Times Square, and if you go to Times Square, they always have the guy who's like promoting the comedy show.
Yeah.
So he's always there. If you go right now, he's there. So like, yo, comedy show, $10, and I was always act surprised, like, oh word, you trying to go see a comedy show? Give me $2. You know what I'm saying?
$20.
$20. You gotta get a drink, but you know what I'm saying? There's nothing. Drinks be like $5. So like I can, you know what I'm saying? It could be a whole night, and in their mind, it's the most amazing thing because
your mind, you know the guy, you know the comedy guy.
Such a great show,
right?
Like, oh my god,
see you next week.
You took me to New York. You know what I'm saying? I got to be a tourist because they from like Florida or Maryland or Virginia, like wherever. You know what I'm saying? So like in their mind, this is like the best date ever. In my mind, this was mad cheap.
This is Tuesday.
Pass $150. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
$10 for the tickets. $5 for the drink. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing.
Yeah. See, I wish I had a spot like that around where I live at. Like I live closer. Like the biggest party city around me that I live by is Philly.
But you live in Trenton. You can hop on the train and go to New York.
But I feel like.
But then I gotta take somebody else with me on a train to New York.
So I mean, okay. Well, if you're gonna invest that money, you're gonna invest that money. But
right. But I feel
like
long trips.
I don't know. I like a good woman is a good investment, right?
But you don't know if she's a good woman yet. That's the thing. That's
why you gotta ask these. You gotta like ask questions, but she has to want to get to know me too. It has to go. She has to be good at responding to questions. She has to go both ways.
Yeah,
like, it has to be. If I'm feeling you, like, is you feeling me? If you're not feeling me, you just want some food and like.
You just want to.
But that's the thing. They're very slick.
On Tuesday because
they're very slick.
We could go to Chick-fil-A. All right, wait. Can I get Chick-fil-A? Is a great dating opportunity because I need to know
how. You sit down when you go to Chick-fil-A?
If I'm gonna take a girl, yes, okay. But I usually drive through. Like I'm saying, like if you want to see how somebody's gonna respond,
go to the park, a little picnic.
See, you feel me? But if you want to see how somebody respond to like great customer service, you go to Chick-fil-A. You feel me? Like because if you can't respond to somebody asking you, "Welcome to Chick-fil-A, and how can I serve you?" And they out here wilding, you don't need to be nowhere near me. Like,
word.
feel like you gotta go in there with a button up.
yeah,
Yes, you can.
I be ready to give tips and shit. Like, okay, here you go. $3. Thank you for your.
You can't serve me.
You gotta fix your posture.
We have a number 2 spicy chicken, pepper jack cheese. Like, wait a minute.
Extra Chick-fil-A sauce, please.
Word. It's like they. I love Chick-fil-A because they have like real restaurant vibes.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Like you're really being served.
You could really be.
And even if you're not prepared for your order, be like, no, it's okay. You can take your time.
Word. They give you mad ketchup. Like, if you ask for ketchup, they come back with like 7 packs.
Yo,
right, you do
You
that.
ask for ketchup
I
at
saw
any
a
other
sign
place.
on
Ask for
Burger King.
McDonald's. They suck their teeth like, wait a minute, bro, give me a ketchup.
You ever been to the Chinese spot? Can I get duck sauce? They be like, they give you like 3.
Like, wait a minute. Hold on. You give me, it's 1 duck sauce in here. I got 17 bags of chicken.
Yo, I got 4 wings. How you gonna give me 3 duck sauces, bro? That's make no.
That's not even equal to
It's not
anything.
even good math right there. Yo, I just feel like, cause I was talking to somebody. I posted this on Instagram a minute ago about that movie. She's Gotta Have It, and how gender roles are now reversed. And like in the show, it's a girl. She's out here, like she's like a dude. She's dating 3 different.
Right.
Types of dudes.
Yeah.
And I was like, is this okay? Is this a standard that girls aspire to? And some girls is like, nah, but I respect her for just being herself. But like in the millennial era, everybody's, we all millennials, and they like
about their stuff.
Like, oh, we're this, and we're like, they try to label us so many different things in this, and we can't do for ourselves. But people are trying to take back their, identity, dignity, and all these different things in the dating world. So that's why it's so. Like, you get these, I'm super independent, and you get these, no, I need a man.
Right.
I really need one. Like, what can you do for me?
And it's like all this stuff has been
and that's exactly what it is. I feel like
I need the balance. Right?
They want somebody to take care of them so they don't have to do nothing. I don't like those kind of girls at all. You know what I'm saying? You have to bring something to the table. Like you show me that you're worth. I'm not gonna just act like sex is enough
to you.
for me to take care of you because because your sex is good. No, that's not enough. That's nothing.
I mean, because after that, then we sitting here and I'm either gonna like you or not. Like,
now we're just watching TV separately.
Because now you don't cook. You don't know how to wash clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, I don't expect you to know how to cook because I can cook, but like. It's just, if you don't know how to, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you do if, if you were making a job where you can only afford to pay your rent and go grocery shopping? You know what I'm saying? Like, you trying to eat out every single day? Well, how are you going to live? Like, you need to know how to survive. That's my thing. Like, survivor's etiquette. Like, you don't know how to survive? You can't, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not difficult to make pasta.
But everybody's raised different. Like, and nowadays you got to take into account, all right, the way you were raised.
You can learn.
The way you...
I was going to say, there's
no excuses.
There's a million books literally on cooking.
But
books, YouTube videos. I learned how to make stuffed peppers like a few months ago by making a watching a YouTube video, and I make that shit like every other week. Like, it's nothing, man.
I'm saying like, I mean cook. I don't mean cooking. I mean like the way like a girl can know how to cook and still not want to serve you. Like, she could cook for herself.
Right.
Like the way.
We talking ramen noodles and like
nah, it's still the same thing.
They be making ramen noodles with like they would cut them some smoked sausages and try to freak it a little bit.
But I get what you're saying, right? It's like it's a thing where people are raised to the point where it's just been them.
Yeah, it's not like it's not us.
People cater to them all the time, so they know how to cater to themselves. They don't know how to.
They don't know how to make it work.
But then but then it's like that whole that's a mentality that you got to get out of when you're expecting a relationship to work. Because if you only learn how to do it for yourself, then eventually if you're in a relationship and you're only doing it for yourself, it's not going to work. Mm-hmm. Because like, yo, what about me? Why am I even here? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're here, I'm here to do shit for you too. Why you do shit for yourself also? Like, I'm not getting nothing.
But there are girls like that.
Yeah. Absolutely, there are a lot of girls.
And there's dudes that's willing to display.
That's that whole 80-20 rule. Those are the 20. Those are the girls who offer like probably sex and they look good, but that's it. Everything else, they don't offer nothing. There's no substance to these people. You know what I'm saying?
It's like high maintenance, like a car. Like, all right, so I mean, it's easier to obtain something than to maintain, right? So like, it's easier for me to get a car than to keep a Mercedes Benz,
right?
And with this, like when the oil change comes, am I going to be able to pay this $2,000 to get it fixed?
Or they be sleeping with the mechanic, getting the free,
but I use that analogy.
Getting the free oil changes.
I use that analogy with girls, like, so you look really, you got a really nice chassis, you got a really nice grill. But when the oil change comes and all the fees add up,
Word.
bruh, I'm
What you
broke.
doing? You know what I'm saying? They be complaining on social media, starting GoFundMe's.
Malcolm ain't do this for me, so who wanna give me?
And I'll be the first person like, nah. I'll say no quick. Nah, I'm good.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
What you got to do if you see somebody subliminally tweeting or writing something about you, you got to like it.
Hey, you talking about me?
Be one of the first ones to click on the like button.
Hey,
Yes,
that's fire.
You right.
That's fire. I've been coming.
She telling the truth.
Mad
right there.
fire emojis. Yes, fire. Yeah, like he ain't shit. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
sure. You knew what it was.
That shit right there.
I don't like all that, man. Don't try to make it something I'm not shit because I'm not doing things for you
That you want.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that you would expect. Like it's just I don't know. It's just games to me. Like it's a
too
lot
many
of games, a lot of mind games, and I let it be known, man. With all my old situations, all my old relationships, when it comes to these mind games, you're not outdoing me, man. I'm always 2 steps ahead because I don't trust you anyway. I already don't trust you, so I'm gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
Yo, Malcolm X. I'll read this book. Malcolm X was like, I got my wife, and I said, no. Malcolm X said, I don't trust anybody, especially the white man. And then he said, even my wife, I only trust her about 75%. I was like, yo,
Yeah,
Big fact, man.
honestly, like
he got like 6 kids. I was like, dang, 75 still.
You can't trust this one person with every single.
I know,
every
but
single, he probably got a secret account. He probably had a secret account. Like he probably had something. Like you know what I'm saying.
And we talked about it before. It's a lot of things that, even though you might be keeping a secret from somebody, it's not that
It's not
bad
a
thing.
detrimental secret.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, you don't need to know.
Yeah, you don't need
You know
to
what I'm
know
saying?
about
Like if it was a situation where it was like a life or death and she had to know, I'm pretty sure he would tell her.
Yeah,
because that's his wife. But it's like if you don't need to know, I'm not gonna give you more information than you need.
But you see, that's the thing.
Unless you need it.
As men,
Right.
that's how we think, right? It's like,
Yeah.
we don't need to tell her about our past, or we don't need to tell her about this or X situation. I handle that. I'm good.
Well, you know what's crazy?
As a girl, girls be like, you ain't tell me. You holding stuff back.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I was watching the episode of Everybody Hates Chris. I think it was yesterday, where Rochelle, the mom, played or not played, but she found Julius's credit card, like an old credit card from the past, and before asking them, obviously she went off on a tangent. Why you keep this secret? Why you keep this a secret from me?
Oh, yeah,
why we ain't had when we had all this issues? We could have been using. I don't know why this is all my words. We could have been using this credit card, and Julius told her like, I wasn't keeping it a secret from you because I didn't want you to know about the card. It was I used this card for one thing and one thing only, and that was to buy your wedding ring.
And she was like, oh.
Shut her up.
Yeah.
She was like,
What? What's that?
what you gonna say?
All right. You wrong. What do you mean?
She was like, I love you.
Yeah, exactly.
Black women be like,
Word, like, don't love me now because you realize that all this shit was for you in the first place. That's what a lot of this shit guys do be for their woman. And like when you're in a real relationship, when you really like love somebody, a lot of things that you do is for your woman. You know what I'm saying? But it take a lot of time to find that quality person because there's so much shit that you have to move through in order to find somebody that's worth it. You know what I'm saying? And
this. Sorry, you continue.
Even as a good guy, like you could, you know what I'm saying. I wasn't always the good guy, you know what I'm saying, because as most guys get hurt in previous relationships. So the next one, they out here hoeing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's normal.
It's like
we've had
it's
our
one thing
some
that
guys,
savage moments,
right? So it's like when a dude finally decides to come around, he wants to find a good girl. It's hard because like the girl that he's dealing with, they've been hurt. They don't want to do nothing. They don't want to do this because like a lot of times, I think I've read something that said a lot of times the person that you turn into the person that hurt you. So when girls get cheated on by a guy, they start doing extra things like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna put my all into this one guy. You know what I'm saying?
Because last time I did that,
right, it went left.
Yeah.
So let me just have a little guy on the side, just to text, just to keep me company, or you know, like it's like a lot of those little things, and it's like, yo,
it's messed up because like it's like, dang, you can't take the decency to see me as a totally different person from your ex,
right?
For men and women, like
because they generalize.
Yeah,
no,
I need you
At
to.
the end of the day, you're a man. Like,
I need you to take some your own time to heal from your trauma of that before you get a real one.
And it depends on how bad they've been hurt too. Because
Yeah.
a lot of times, like say you're dealing with a girl who's been in like a relationship for like 10 years.
Then she
imagine that you in a relationship with 10 years,
So
and then
you
like
thinking like this the person you gonna be with for the rest of your life? And
you
then
already
and then
fully
don't work
committed,
out.
and then boom, it just went left. He left you for another girl, and then you just asked out.
You don't even know how to be single no more.
Right, and yo, you are so fucked up in the head now at that point, and I don't like I don't hold it against women when they're not all the way together, because you never really know that you're broken until like you take a step back and
really
self-reflect.
assess.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know how to do that. So like when I kind of like applaud women who go to therapy and shit like that, because getting yourself right is like the number one thing. You can't love somebody unless you love yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if you still have,
I'm like, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if you still have these ill feelings and you hold on to mad shit, and then you try to get into a relationship like that, oh hell, no, that's not gonna work. That guy gonna get everything that you wanted to give that last guy. A piece of your mind, everything you do that like reminds her of that. Oh, that last nigga used to do that shit. Like tie his shoe.
Yeah.
He's a tie his shoe. Like what you mad at me for?
I'm trying to tell
oh shit, ass nigga. Where you tying your shoes to go? Where you going?
You ain't going.
You jogging to that bitch house?
Yo, some girls really be like that. That's why it's crazy.
Yeah, they do. I dealt with those too.
But yeah, man, everything you're saying is facts. You gotta know yourself.
Word.
Know your worth.
All right. That was a great way to end this show.
Word.
I didn't expect to
listen,
go
we
off
want
that.
to thank my guy Ray for coming through, man.
Thanks for the call.
I'm gonna drop his little IG link so y'all can follow him and slide in his DMs because he's single. Renaissance Ray. You know what I'm saying?
He got the curls popping. He got a YouTube.
He got
tutorial
good
coming out
hair.
soon.
He
Curly
dancing.
poppy.
You know what I'm saying? He dance like he all that, bro.
Oh, he's
Wholesome.
Smile for the camera.
Yo, this just turned into black people
He got good
meet. This just turned into black people meet.
Hey,
We be telling everybody.
he got good teeth.
Crazy.
He got
You know what I'm
money because
saying?
he don't be spending on nobody else.
Yo, I'm about to go to Best Buy after this though. But
See,
I ain't gonna
he's
do
going to
that.
Best Buy to buy something for his potential. You know what I'm saying? A
People
bigger
be-
TV.
People be asking me what my discount is for Best Buy. I was like, it don't matter what my discount is. It ain't your discount, so I don't know what the discount is. I don't know what the discount is. People be trying to get the stuff that I get on my discount for the same price. Like, how do I profit? How do I benefit off of that? But
If it's a girl, you could probably,
no, that's a topic for another day. Though.
it's turned into. This is how this switches to. I just turned into like an online dating profile for me. Like
Yes, we,
It could-
like I said,
hey, wait,
we try to sell
have you ever
anybody
like
something
tried
to
one of those things like
I've-
Tinder or OkCupid?
I haven't
Black
tried.
people meet.
I did speed dating, bro. Yo,
Okay.
that joy was crazy.
Wait, what'd you do speed in? Because I
in
heard
the
of places.
city, you can find it anywhere, like on
Yeah,
Eventbrite.
he needs,
You type in Eventbrite and it shows you location. So even Trenton, like anywhere.
Eventbrite.
Yo,
Yeah, I was going to try.
Did it-
was
did
the
it work?
craziest. Nah, it was the
Okay.
craziest experience I ever had. First lady, I don't want somebody to chase me.
They really be spilling their
back?
spilling themselves?
Yeah.
She was a fat girl.
Yes, yes.
Damn, this
Yo,
man, damn, Ray.
The
You see how he was talking?
The age range was wild. It was like 25 to 45. So
Okay,
but some of these ladies look like 65. So
Ugh, gross.
and there's one lady. Her name is Kiki. She had like
Kiki.
So she had a denim jacket, but she kept like trying to bring it down and show me.
She was flexing.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
she was trying to.
She was flexing.
Show the
Oh, cool.
goodies.
Yeah.
A lot of rest
Weird flex,
in
but
there.
okay.
But
Stop
it was an experience though. But I suggest everybody try it at least one time.
All right, my
I'm
line gonna
off
be,
the game, so I can't. But
Like,
line
not
gonna-
sure you can't do it.
Tommy can do it.
My line gonna be, I'm a fun guy. Obviously, I love the game of basketball.
2 hours later. Hey, yo.
Hey, look at her face when you do that. You gotta look dead at her face when you laugh like that too. Like,
Don't laugh like that. Don't do it.
you gotta do the Kawhi laugh. You gotta hit it with the Kawhi laugh.
They not ready.
You gotta see if how real they are, bro. Are you here to stay, or you just here for like, you know what I'm saying? Hit it with the Kawhi laugh. If she get turned off, yeah, you was never real. You was never the one.
To be real with you, I don't even know
Yeah,
where you're
love-
sitting right now.
Yeah, love me.
Love me at my worst to love me at my best.
Right in front-
Yeah, love me in my Kawhi laugh.
So once again, Ray, thanks for coming on the show. You got anything else you want to spit to the people?
I just
What
wanna
you got
say-
going on? You know what I'm saying?
I just follow me on Instagram.
Okay.
Thank you for the people to. I see what y'all doing.
Word.
See
Hey, yo,
what
make
you-
sure you subscribe to my guy.
I shall.
All right.
No Refunds
Shall.
podcast.
Definitely finna do it.
Right after this. Yeah.
I am Team Tommy. That is Boy Too Nice.
Yep.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like we said at the top, youtube.com/Boy Too Nice TV. Check us out on Instagram, Team Tommy, Boy Too Nice with the number 2. No Refunds podcast, episode 19, if I'm not mistaken. Catch you on the next one.
Peace.